Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Nishitha, and like the title says it, today's video is going to be a get ready with me. We were going out with friends for dinner at a place called Indo in Palo Alto. Kind of went full glam, so wanted to film this get ready with me for you guys. Let's get started. Starting off with the eyes, first I'm taking some concealer to prime my eyelids and also to cover and conceal all the pigmentation that I have on my lids. And then to set the concealer in place, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Powder just so that the concealer doesn't crease. And for eyeshadows, I used my Naked Hit palette. It's been so long since I used it, so I thought I would go with this. First, I'm taking the shade Low Blow on a crease brush and start buffing that out into my crease and into the socket as well. This is going to be my first transition color, and then later you will see me intensify it. So I'm slowly building up the pigmentation until I get the intensity that I want. Moving on to next shade, I'm taking Pain on the same brush. I'm going to start concentrating this on the outer corners and then drag it into my socket. I'm placing this pretty much where I applied the shade Low Glow, but I'm going to keep this more towards socket and I'm not going to blend it upwards as much as I did with the previous shade. Then for all over lid, I'm taking the shade Ember, which is a copper toned bronze. The reason I went in with this is because the outfit that I'm wearing, the pants has vertical stripes which are similar to this color. So that's why I chose this color for all over my lid. Then taking my highlighter Rodeo Drive from Ofra Cosmetics and popping that in my inner corners. It's time to deepen up the outer corners. For that, I'm taking the shade Ashes from the Urban Decay palette. And on a small brush, this is a Morphe N507 I believe. And I'm going to start pack on this color in the outer V's of my eye just to intensify and add definition to my whole eyeshadow look. As you can see, I'm slowly building up the intensity, making sure that both the eyes are looking similar. Then to wipe off any fallout, I'm taking my simple micellar water on a cotton pad and just wiping off all the fallout that I got from the shade Ember. Then moisturizing my skin with the CeraVe Daily Moisturizer. And then for primer, I'm taking my NYX Angel Wear Blur Primer and pressing that into the centers of my face where I have some pores and where I want to smooth out my skin a little bit. Then for brows, I went in with my Benefit brow pencil, precisely my brow in the shade number 4, and I'm slightly filling in the sparse areas. For foundation, I wanted it to be glam but something that would still look natural, so I went in with my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation, which is a medium to full coverage, but you can share it out if you want. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking my Hollywood Flawless Filter and just drawing some stripes on my face. And then just using my fingers, I'm going to blend out this concoction because that way the foundation blends in way better from the warmth of my fingers. And once, I blend out the foundation, then I'm going to go in with a sponge and press the foundation into my skin. So this way, the whole base makeup, the foundation looks as natural as it could get. This is something that I've been doing a lot and I'm loving the results. Because it looks very natural, it doesn't look like, I have a heavy coverage foundation on. Then for concealer, I went in with my favorite Cover FX Power Play Concealer and adding that in the areas where I want to add some highlight to my face and also to conceal my darkness a little bit, just to brighten up the face and also underneath my eyes a little bit. And blending out my concealer, the only way I know how to is using a beauty blender. Then before I set the concealer in place, I always like to go over the concealer using my fingers. This way, if there are any creases that are taken care of before I set the concealer in place with the powder. You never want to set your creases. So I highly recommend you do this. Use your fingers, go over your concealer so it takes care of any creases and then go in with your powder. Moving on to lower lash line. First, I'm taking the shade Pain and buffing that all over my lower lash line. Since this is a lighter color, I can be as generous and I can bring down the color pretty low. And then using a smaller brush, taking the shade Ashes and stamping that very close to my lash line just to, deepen up the whole lower lash line. And I like to join the upper half with the bottom half at the corner of my eye. So everything seems like, flowing into each other. Then once I had all the eyeshadows, I thought, it's better if I could deepen up the outer corners a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing here. and making sure that both the eyes are looking as similar as possible. Then using my Lancome curlers, giving my lashes a good curl before I go in with my Perversion mascara by Urban Decay. It's just travel size I got. So I'm just using that, giving like a good 2 to 3 coats, and also using that on my lower lashes. And for bronzer, I took my Lancome, I think this is a powder foundation, but it's few shades deeper than my skin tone. So I love to use this as a bronzer. So I'm just using that in the hollows of my cheekbones and also on my jawline. Then for blush, I'm taking my favorite all-time drugstore blush. This is the Essence Satin Touch blush in the shade Coral. I'm just slightly dusting that on the cheeks and also my nose just to get that natural flush. And taking the bronzer and slightly hugging the sides of my nose, so even my nose looks a little bit more chiseled. Then for highlight, I used my Laura Mercier Glow Powder and hitting the high points of my face. I wanted a highlighter which is very natural but still intense, which is not going to look chunky and glittery. So that's the reason I went in with this highlighter. I absolutely love this Laura Mercier Glow Powder. Then going back in with the brow pencil, just because I thought, the sparse areas are peeking through once I blended out the foundation. So just a small touch up here. Moving on to lips, I'm taking my Physicians Formula Healthy Lip in the shade Nutritious and slightly, applying that in the centers and then using my fingers to spread out the color. I love the color, but I didn't want it to be really intense since the eyes are loud. I wanted a nice brownie nude. Then to set all of the makeup in place and lock it in, I'm using my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Mainly focusing on the high points of my face just to make the highlighter pop even more. And then I'm going to let that dry down. For hair, I just did a part where my hair naturally likes to fall. Then I used my T3 curling wand, 1 inch, and I'm just going to pick some random pieces and curl them away from my face. And also using the heat from the wand just to straighten out, any flyaways I have in the front. Because, I was too lazy to get a straightener and do that. So I just use my curling wand to straighten out those pieces usually. And then again, I'm going to pick out any pieces that are sticking out straight. And then I just curl them away from my face. Doing the same thing to the other side of my hair. For earrings, I just went in with this pearl studs. I don't even remember where I got these from, but you can find them anywhere, even at Chase, any store, they make these studs. Since the makeup was loud and also I let my hair down, I wanted to go in with a very simple earrings, and that completes the makeup and hair. I love this look because it looks very natural. It doesn't look like I have 1,000 layers of makeup on, but still looks a lot put together. And this is the outfit that I went with. I did show this to you guys in the recent clothing haul that I did. The top and bottom both I got from Zara, and the heels I'm wearing are from Target. The reason I decided to do pants because first thing, Palo Alto is going to be a little bit cold, but the main reason is that my legs are not shaved. I know that's lame, but I had no time to shave my legs, and this dress, looks something that you could wear for dinners at night time as well. Because of the black lace material, it does look a little bit loud, in my opinion at least. So that's the hair and makeup. Now let's go to dinner. So the place that we went to was in Palo Alto, like I said, and we live in Santa Clara. So the drive there, I think it was coincidentally the time when the sun was setting, and it was just very beautiful looking, and the weather was really nice that day as well. That's the best part of the area, that the weather is always nice. But anyways, we went to this Indonesian restaurant. That's the cuisine. I absolutely love this restaurant. My cousin recommended it actually. It's called Indo, which is in Palo Alto. I love it because the food's amazing and the ambience is just beautiful. I highly recommend you guys check this place out if you live in San Francisco Bay Area. If you're ever there, make sure you try out their chicken satay and the paratha. The chicken satay is just amazing, and the paratha and the side that the paratha comes with are just finger-licking good. I'd say definitely try those two appetizers. I'd say get the noodles over fried rice because the fried rice doesn't taste the best. but the noodles there are really good. And the reason we went to dinner is because to meet my Arizona friend who was just visiting the Bay Area for the weekend. She was my teammate and also my gym partner. I missed her so much. It was really nice meeting her again. We just got caught up with everything that's going on in our lives. We gossiped a little bit, obviously, and then we just took some pictures and went home. It was a really nice night. No, no, I'm just gonna get the whole restaurant. Eat, Shweta. It's too hot. Don't burn your mouth. How's the food? You ate already? That completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me / mini vlog. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye.